You put on your grown man voice for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt that.
You felt that one?
Uh-huh. Yes.
Yeah. So how do you feeling though?
I don't know. Like, I feel like...
Hey guys, and welcome back to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. Talking to you guys about Ready to Love. We're dealing with Khali, we're dealing with Adriana, we're dealing with Rashid, and we're dealing with Denise. Guys, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and you click on the bell button for notification of the uploads of this great content to come. If you're new to the channel, and I mean if you're a returnee to the channel, make sure you grab your merchandise, mineral gang, because you already know what it is. You got the minerals, you got the minerals. All right, cool. Let's get into the video and discuss about Khali and Denise, Adriana and Rasheed. So I want to make this point very clear. We're getting to the closing stages of the actual show. We're starting to see people dating. We're starting to see people, now beginning to narrow their searches and narrow down who their top 1 and 2 is, if not 1, right? But Rasheed obviously has lost Simone, but he still had Alex within the show, right? Adriana still had Khali, and so therefore they both still had some pillars that kept them, powerful in the show, right? But we know that Alex leaves. Here's the thing. Rasheed makes his declaration very, very clear about how he feels about Adriana.
I want to say this. You are my priority, period. I'm telling you that as a grown-ass man in these streets.
Very, very clear, right? We start off the whole scene of them coming, sitting down. He said obviously he had bought her a gift, a notebook, and he explained what the notebook was as well. Like, listen, the guy has put thought into this, right? I think his thing is probably acts of service, because the date that he did was very thoughtful. He did for Simone. Now the book that he's done for, for Adriana, so like, and he explained it. So there was a reasoning behind it. You like to sing. He's thinking. Right, this is important, critical thing. He's not just buying a gift. He's thinking. He's saying, look, you do songs, and so I thought I would do this. Similarly enough, how Adriana did a photo shoot, the Polaroid. Was it him that did it? How did it? Sorry, Rashid did the Polaroid date. Right. Again, he's got a lot of thought process that goes behind these dates. He's a person when it comes to these organizing these things. He's on point. He's thinking about the people when he goes to have a date with them. So now we've got Adriana with us. They're sitting on the couch, and he says he's been thinking about her, and then that launches into this passionate long kiss, and something happens just after they kiss.
We can keep going.
No. Just get a little taste.
He says, we can keep on kissing for a little bit longer. She said, oh no, that's all you're getting. Da, da, da. That wasn't just because she wanted to tease him. That was also because, well, she wants to regulate. I'm not saying that Adriana's a bad person. I'm just trying to let you know there are power plays that happen. Now, she needed to regulate the situation so he doesn't have control. So she's letting him know, listen, this is how much you can kiss me, okay? Right? I don't mind you doing that. Okay, but I gotta keep you regulated. I can't let it go too deep because I'm still not that deep with you. Okay, I'm still considering my options. Okay, and this is where we see this when, he says to her, listen, I want to let you know you're my top priority, right?
You are my priority, period.
You're my number 1. You're my only and begotten. You understand? You're my baby girl, right? Once he says that, and then he asks her the same question. Watch how from smiley, giggly little girl we get Adriana, the face changes. Watch where her hand goes. It goes in between her hair. Why does it do that? Because now the situation has turned onto her. It's changed because now she has to either be very, very clever and smart with it, and let him know without saying that he isn't number 1, or to say that he has competition that she's willing to be open to. She has to be very clever about how she answers the question.
I don't know. I kind of I'm just clearing out my mind and just letting it happen. When the time comes, I'm gonna know what's right.
So she pauses. You see that the hand in the hair, her face now becomes serious. She doesn't want to admit that he's not number 1, or I should say that he's not number 1 alone. She doesn't want to admit that she's keeping her options open because now Rasheed has told her, I'm not keeping it open. I'm only down for you. And at that rate, she's forced into an action. And so she doesn't want to lose Rasheed, so she can't tell him, yeah, Adriana, Khalfani is my number one. Why? Because she also wants to be very, very careful that Khalfani doesn't go for Denise. Okay? It's because the whole point about Adriana is that she wants to win. You're talking about Winter and Winter talking about how she's an alpha female. No, this could be. I'm gonna say could be because the way Adriana is alpha female. Why? The need to win. The need to win. Similar with Alexis last season. The need to win. Okay, and I think the reason why I think I'm really cool with people like Alexis and Adriana is because Sigma males oftentimes are attracted to the alpha females, and the reason why is because we're outside of the social hierarchy. We can appreciate your ability, we can appreciate your skill, we can appreciate how you are able to wield your power over the hierarchy. Right, and because this is why, because obviously same way Sigma males get with Sigma males. Sigma males get on with alpha males because the alpha male respects the Sigma's intelligence. We don't bat on the same field, right? We don't fight over the same type of gyal. You understand? The Sigma uses his intelligence to win. The alpha uses his good looks and charm and bedazzling aura to win people over. They're not in the same field, but a Sigma can be respected alongside the alpha simply because of his intelligence and the way that he's able to be free of the constraints of the social hierarchy. That's it. They get on together, Sigmas and alphas. So there's no beef. So when a Sigma meets an alpha female, he can also respect the alpha female because, again, like I said, he's vying through intelligence, right? And the alpha female respects the intelligence because it means that he's at a higher level, right, of the social hierarchy. So even though the Sigma doesn't play the hierarchy, right? What am I saying in short here? Adriana being an alpha female is making sure she does not lose. So she's not going to say Rasheed outright and won't say Khalfani outright because she wants to make sure she gets one of them at least.
You should know who you want.
Told you, I'm a lot to deal with. I'm a whole lot.
Hey, let me decide that. I got it.
She wants to make sure that she doesn't lose out here. She's playing the game. She's calculating the move, making sure that she is left with something at the end to celebrate with. Winning is a must. All right? Winning is a must. So I want you to pay attention. When someone is unable to give you that straight answer, oftentimes it means there's intrusion on the conversation, or there's an intrusion on their mindset or their pathway of thinking or whatever they feel like. So if you ask your partner, oh, how are you doing today? I mean, I love you. And they're like, I guess is coming from the fact that something has intruded upon the natural pattern of thought. If you ask your partner whether you still love me and they're like, I'm not sure, then something has intruded. And so now him saying, are you my number? You're my number one, but what are you saying? And she goes, I'm still trying to see how it goes. I'm trying to go with the flow. No, you ain't. No,
I don't know. I kind of I'm just clearing out my mind and just letting it happen. When the time comes, I'm gonna know what's right.
Yeah.
You ain't. You're trying to catch the biggest. You're trying to catch the biggest fish. All right. Whichever one's the bigger fish. If you go with Rasheed, you've won. If you go with Khalfani, you'd be extra happy, but you would have won too, right? So I know she's feeling Khalfani a lot. I know something about Khalfani makes her feel a lot like a little schoolgirl almost. And she's obviously, she doesn't know how she feels right now. She's just keeping the options open. And she doesn't want to close any opportunities. And then she makes this excuse, I'm a lot to deal with. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. You just decided to say that to make it an excuse for your behavior of not choosing. Oh, I told you I'm a lot to deal with. No, you ain't. You ain't. A lot of people who say this aren't a lot to deal with. What they're saying is, especially in this case, is that I haven't made a decision that you want me to make, and I'm using this as an excuse, as a cover, to let you know that obviously, I'm still in it, but I'm not in it. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Like, I like you, but I don't like you enough right now, right? So she's just keeping options open. This got nothing to do with, you know, I'm a lot to do with. She knows that already, you know. And so Rashid obviously as well, like, has had dates with Alex, but he knows he's not connecting on the same wavelength. He likes her, she's cool, but she's not connecting with him in the same way. And so I want to put this across to you guys if you're watching this. If someone doesn't give you the response that you need outright, oftentimes it's because there's been an intrusion on their mind and thought patterns. If the person can't give you a straight yes or no or straight answer from it, it oftentimes means the person has something else talking to them at the same time. That's why they can't give you a straight answer, because they're trying to have their cake more times than not and eat it. Oh, there's something great about you, but there's something great about him. There's something great about you, girl, but there's something great about her. You know? So Rasheed, unfortunately, is caught in a trap, and I can't walk out, 'cause I love you too much, baby. Oh, that note was off. But it's all right. It's all good. Guys, make sure you like, you share, you subscribe. You can hit that bell button for notification of the watch. Uploads, baby. And we appreciate you. Stay locked and stay loaded. Little Black Book 91. You already know what it is, baby.